Hi, this tutorial covers distributions. So before we look at what distributions are, let's make sure we have a good working definition of what a variable is. So a variable is a measurable factor, characteristic, or attribute of an individual or a system. Okay, and some examples of variables: shoe size, first name, change in pocket, gender, race, number of books in backpack, religious affiliation, age, temperature, zip code. So those are all possible variables. And variables then produce data. So if our variable was shoe size and we did a study trying to figure out the average shoe size, we need to collect data from a bunch of individuals, measuring their shoe size and collecting some data. Okay, once we have data, we generally make something called a distribution. So a distribution is a way of displaying or describing how all possible data values of a variable occur. Distributions can be a table, a graph, or even a formula. So here are a couple examples of some distributions. This distribution is a frequency table distribution. So if you see here, we're measuring the heights of pupils in centimeters. So if we're looking at this, there are two pupils within 150 centimeters and 155 centimeters, not including 155. Here we have 6 students between 155 and 160, etc. So this is just a way of displaying how all the possible data values occurred. So that's a table. Another type of distribution is a graph. So this specifically is a bar graph, and this bar graph represents the heights of black cherry trees. Okay, so you notice that trees between the height of 60 and 65 feet has a frequency of 3. So that means in this sample there were 3 trees between 60 and 65 feet. Also 3 trees between 65 and 70 feet. Okay, notice our largest, the most frequent category here was 75 to 80 feet. Okay, and there ended up being 10 trees there. Okay, so this is another way of displaying how all of your possible data values occurred. Okay, this one's a little different. This is a more theoretical distribution. This is called the normal distribution, which is a pretty important distribution in statistics. At this point, it's not really you don't really need to understand what the normal distribution tells you. Just know that it is another way of displaying data. Okay, and we said there's also sometimes formulas that are distributions. This is actually a formula for what's called the binomial distribution. Again, it's not real important that you understand where this formula comes from or what it tells you. I just wanted to provide you with an example of a formula that helps model a distribution. So that is the tutorial on distributions. Thanks for watching.